Hey guys, what's up? It's once again mp4podcast.com, and I want to talk about this UCLA student that made this video about Asians being allowed in the library. Now here's a video by somebody by the name of Jimmy, and this video pretty much got 1.5 million views. It's a little shy of 1.5 million, but pretty close. And here's a video by David So Comedy. What the problem I have with this video is that he's joking about somebody assassinating her, and she has gotten death threats. Now, a lot of big YouTubers have gotten in fights with, I'm not gonna name any names, and they purposely make those videos because they want their fans to go and attack somebody, even though they said that they never wanted that to happen. And so then why did they make the video? I remember Howard Stern used to have somebody from the Whack Pack, Daniel Carver. He's a hateful man. He's a member of the Ku Klux Klan, and he said something, for a guy who's not that bright, he said something pretty interesting. He said, Howard, the only reason why you have me on the show is because you're afraid to say the word nigger. And it's true. Howard had him on the show to say the word nigger and to be funny. But Howard would never say it. But why would you have somebody on the show to say it? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. And that's what, this guy is talking about. He's in, he's hinting at it. That's what I want to say. And he should really be ashamed of himself for making this video. And a lot of people don't see it that way. It is, it's pretty close to 2.5 million views. This girl made a video, got a little over 200,000 views. She's completely offended that this girl made a video about and she was pretty colorful in the video. Going ching chong dong ding dong dong. And but what I want you to watch is this video right here. All right, let me make sure the volume's all the way up on my PC.
Some white one, some Hispanic one, and the general demographics of the U.S. soldiers.
But when their mothers abandoned them, was that because they didn't look like Vietnamese children, or just because they couldn't afford them anyway?
Yeah, because they didn't look like Vietnamese children. Okay, some they were difficult. They were ridiculed. Some of them would take them and leave them with nanas who would try to take care of them. Some would just abandon them.
Dow tried to commit suicide outside the U.S. consulate when she wasn't given citizenship. She was unconscious when Gil's wife found her.
To talk to you.
I don't feel comfortable walking in the street. I can talk with my friends, but they're totally different from me. It really upsets me.
But do people actually say things? Do people actually point or shout?
Yes, it happens to me all the time. I have to accept it because I'm black. They call me Black American.
It's kind of like Mississippi in the 1930s, isn't it?
Exactly, that's the way it is.
Gil now has 231 Amerasians on his books. Many of them even have photographs of their fathers. But someone from the US consulate has to decide whether or not they qualify for US citizenship. Basically, it's 3 Americans at the consulate, sit down and look at them.
Yes, but not at one time.
Separately. Right.
And if one of them says that she looks like an Amerasian, then she can qualify to go on the program. Even if she doesn't look like an Amerasian, if they can show documentation that say that prove that she's fathered by an American, then she can go also, even if she doesn't look like it.
But recently the program has been frozen. corrupt Vietnamese officials have been using the Amerasians to sell US citizenship to other Vietnamese.
Right.
So for now, everyone here is stuck.
I mean, we can allow lots of people that are not fathered by Americans to come to the United States and gain citizenship, to migrate. So why not the children of American soldiers?
Kind of makes a lot of sense now that you see this video. And I'm going to leave all the links in the description box of this video so you can watch this full video by the BBC. Now I want to play this video.
And then we have political correctness, which is the joy that is the other side of health and safety, which is a small oppression of our physical movement, so we can't do anything without permission from the state. And political correctness is the oppression of our intellectual movement, so no one says anything anymore in case somebody else gets offended. What happens if you say that and someone gets offended? Well, they can be offended. What's wrong with being offended? When did sticks and stones may break my bones stop being relevant? Isn't that what you teach children, for God's sake? That's what you teach toddlers. He called me an idiot. Don't worry about him. He's a dick. Now you have adults going, I was offended, and I have rights. Well, so what? Be offended. Nothing happens. You're an adult. Grow up. Deal with it. I was offended. I don't care. Nothing happens when you're offended. There's nothing. I went to the comedy show, and the comedian said something about the Lord, and I was offended. And when I woke up in the morning, I had leprosy. Nothing happens. I want to live in democracy, but I never want to be offended again. Well, you're an idiot. How do you make a law about offending people? How do you make it an offence to offend people? Being offended is subjective. That has everything to do with you as an individual, or a collective, or a group, or a society, or a community, your moral conditioning, your religious beliefs. What offends me may not offend you, and you want to make laws about this? I'm offended when I see boy bands, for God's sake. It's a valid offence. I'm offended. They're corporate shills posing as musicians to further a modelling career, and frankly, I'm disgusted. But what am I going to do? Call the cops? Hello, it's me again. They're on the telly this time. 5 of them, that's it. Yeah, white suits dancing like girls, that's them. 5 minutes, I'll be out the front traumatised. Bye. And now we can't smoke anywhere either.
Alright, so you kind of get my point, right? You know, so let me just go to my home page, and I want to show you this video. Here we go. Let me just go right here.
Hello, Peter Chow here. Has it ever happened? Who are you calling right now? Hello? Stop talking so loud. 21點啊？你收到21點啊？哇，咁使你 blackjack 啊？ Why are you talking so loud? 好嘢喎 Stop talking so loud on the phone. What's wrong? You have a problem?
Okay, so, you know, Peter Chow can make a video about Chinese people being loud, and it gets, you know, over, you know, 2.25 million views, and nobody has a problem with it. So if you have a problem with people saying, you know, things you don't like, maybe you should complain to, you know, your own comedians, you know, your own people that are in your own community, and tell them to knock it off. Instead of going after somebody who's probably going to make one video and, you know, blah, blah, blah is going to go away. You know what? Peter Chow is not going away. He's going to be making more and more videos like this. So if you have a problem, then maybe you should say something about it. Okay? You know, and I'm going to do probably a Scientology rant later, but I had a window open. But anyway, you know, if the Asian people on the YouTube community who make videos like this can get numbers like this, you know, it's kind of sad when they don't put their energy toward a topic like this. People who are really suffering, who really do need to get the message out. Okay? Because as far as I'm concerned, all these kids, I mean, they're not kids, they're adults, but they're all American citizens. You know, I know there's some people on the right who want to close the borders. There's other libertarians who want to let everybody over the border. There's other people who just want to look at the other way when Mexicans go over the border or whatever, you know, and, you know, whatever. But it's kind of sad when people who are actually American citizens can't even get here. I mean, I'm not getting political about Mexico. I'm just using that as an example, trying to put this story in some perspective. American citizens who are treated like crap, okay, are screwed and nobody's helping them. There's one American U.S. soldier who was in Vietnam, goes back there once a year or how many times a year and tries to help them. And the BBC did a story on this. Okay, it wasn't even their war. The only two countries that were in Vietnam was France, and they were in there for about a year or so. I think they were more advisors or whatever, helping the South, and then they pulled out. We go in there, and then after 10 or 15 years, we pull out. All right? This is what is important that should be, the Asian community should be talking about. Not stupid things like this. And you should not be offended. You know, if you waste your time on this, you know, I feel sorry for you. You know, because I feel offended that this video is not getting more views. It's a shame. It's a damn shame when American citizens like these people right here are treated like dog shit. And nobody on YouTube really gives a shit about them except for their own kind. Their own kind that tries to help them. When you're an Amerasian, the only people that are probably going to help you are other Amerasians. Because you're an outsider. You're an outsider to everybody else. You know. And I really wish the top Asian YouTubers would expose stories like this. Get this on the front page and stuff of YouTube. Instead of wasting their time on some blonde bimbo. You know, it seems to me that they went after this story because it was entertaining. Really, it was entertaining. I gotta give it to this guy. He was pretty fucking funny. But I would like to see how funny he could be when he's talking about this video. This is a serious story. She is an American citizen. She's an American citizen. He's an American citizen. And that guy over there is an American citizen. I can't see his face. But they're all American citizens. You know? You know? American citizens. American citizens. All screwed by the system. By deadbeat American soldiers. You know, look how black he looks. You know, he's treated like crap in Vietnam. Can't even get a job. The only job you're going to get is working in the back of some restaurant where nobody wants to look at you. You know, but hey, it's all about being entertained on YouTube, right guys? I'm going to be leaving all the links to the videos I've talked about. In case you want to do some research, links will be in the description box. Hope you guys take the time to educate yourself. Once again, this is mp4podcast.com signing out. Take care, everyone. Bye.